Warning: federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Hey, it's your girl, the missus. The missus with the kisses, baby.
Let's talk about real life issues, love and relationships. Let's have a good time with the missus. Let's talk about celebrities. Let's talk about current events. Let's talk about the things you don't see on regular TV. So join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Oh, so join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Oh, so join us on Peachy Tea Tyme. Peachy Tea Tyme, yeah, yeah. Peachy Tea Tyme.
When they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? That ain't that what we're supposed to do? But I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody going to clean it up.
Me. Me, baby. Me, I'm gonna clean it up. That's who it's gonna be, baby. Me and the rest of my crew. But on Monday nights, baby, it's gonna be your girl, the missus. Or you can call me Miss Peachy, baby. Miss Peachy with them kisses, baby. Yeah. What's goody, baby? What's goody in your city, baby? Everything over here good on my block. But you already know. Until I get it all the way down pat, y'all know we on this new system and everything, and I'm utilizing everything that it comes with it. Okay? So y'all know I don't forgot. So let's run this right quick. Okay? Let's go ahead and run it right quick. Just because we got a special guest we got to show out from time to time. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Who is it? It's your girl, the Mrs. Baby. Now I got a damn explicit language, baby. Explicit language. And also allegedly. Yes, also allegedly. Thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. And also my special guest. I have a special guest on a Monday, baby. So I'm so excited about him being here tonight. I cannot wait to tell you how I met him, how I got to know him, and how me and him is just the best of friends right now. Y'all hear him back there in the background, backstage on y'all ears. With y'all, yes. But first, before I bring him up, y'all already know we are streaming on 2 Facebook pages, baby. YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. Let me tell y'all right now, y'all got about a good hour. Okay? You got about a good hour. So I suggest that y'all go ahead and hop over to Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, Peachy Tea Tyme, or even, baby, the best of the bestesses, Roku TV. Okay? Because once that hour go, ain't nothing I can do about it. That's all they give me is an hour on Instagram. So I suggest that y'all go ahead and go now, or y'all go ahead and ride it on out. It's up to y'all. But all I know is me and my guests and everybody else that's watching off of Instagram, Baby, we're going to see it all the way to the end, baby. All the way to the end. And you can too, okay? And y'all, again, don't forget, we are live on Roku TV, baby. Roku TV, okay? So make sure y'all lay back, kick it, relax in your bed, and you can watch us and you ain't got to hold up your phone. Some of y'all ain't got no kickstand, okay? So some of y'all got to hold your phones. All right. Now let's go ahead and get into our announcements. Y'all already know what y'all got to do. You got to vote. You have to go and vote for us right now. For podcast of the year, Yo ATL Raps, baby. Please, please, please go to www.yoatlraps.com. This is our third year, you guys. Our third year being nominated. We got one. We got one out the three, out the two. So this will be the third one, okay? So hopefully we'll get this one. But y'all got to vote for us. You have to go and vote. You can vote every day if you would like to, but we need you to go vote. And the voting started on January 3rd. And if I'm not mistaken, the voting stops on the beginning of April, the first week of April. So please, please, please make sure y'all go vote, okay? Then we got the next special announcement. Your girl on our way to Georgia State University. No, I'm not going to go learn, okay? I'm not going to school, nothing like that. But I am going to be on the panel. Yes, I am a guest speaker on the panel, baby, at Georgia State University. The Arts and Media Employer Panel. Yes, I am an employer. Just in case you ain't know that, now you do. Okay? Peachy Tea Tyme is a business. So I will be there on March 25th. Hopefully I'll be able to stream live. If not, don't worry about it. I'll be able to tell y'all about it. Or I'll be recording myself. Okay? I will be recording it myself. And then last but not least, I got to make sure that I send this out to his mommy, Romello Mello Heard. Okay, Mello is our peachy loved one of 2 weeks. I got the wrong one up there, y'all. I got the wrong one up there. It's supposed to say 2 weeks on there, so I will be changing it tonight. But he is our peachy loved one for 2 weeks. So you guys will be seeing this flyer on each and every episode of Peachy Tea Tyme for 2 weeks. Plus, you will be seeing it on my platforms just as well. So again, our hearts goes out to the families. Our love goes out to the family. They was on Peachy Tea Tyme, so just type in, go to YouTube if you want to see the story with the families on Peachy Tea Tyme. Just type in Peachy Tea Tyme Romello Heard. Okay, Peachy Tea Tyme Romello Heard, and you just type that right on in on YouTube or on Roku TV. Okay, or Roku TV, and you will be able to see the entire show. All right, y'all. Now, y'all, we got that shit out the way that quick. All right, that's good. We did good. Keep down there cracking up. I see you, King, baby. I see you. And I see every last one of y'all out there just as well in the audience. I love you guys. But now, before I bring up our guests, we gotta do them right. We gotta do our guests right when they come over here on Peachy Tea Tyme, baby. It's only right to do it, okay? So peep out this little bit about our guests finna come up. Here you go.
I'm Keith A. Lewis Jr. I've been giving back to these streets since '04.
Really took a real team effort. We fed over 130,000 meals this summer to 225 families daily. Boy, it's been so tough through this pandemic, man. We've been cranking them vans out. Like, we got 13,000 miles on those vans in 3 months dropping off food.
We need people to understand the importance of each other. People have to understand it's unity. We activated Unity Week ATL because we're pushing Atlanta forward.
I know y'all wondering right now. Okay, who died? No, 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 no. This ain't that episode tonight. Okay, now we're gonna cover some folks that done died. But far as our guest is not here to talk about a loved one that passed away. But baby, he is here talking about all that work he putting up in these streets, baby. These ATL streets, baby. So here him is our friend. Yes, I said our friend, y'all. He is our friend. We love him dearly. So let's go ahead and give him that doorbell. Who is it? It Keith, baby. It Keith. Keith is in the building, baby. He is in the building. Hey, Keith, how are
Hey,
you?
hey, I'm incredible, man. Your energy making me all the way incredible.
Thank you. And I love that word, incredible learn. All right.
Incredible for sure.
Yeah, we're learning new words from Keith right here on
Yeah.
Peachy Tea
Hey, I love that hashtag.
Tyme. Definitely.
What's
Definitely,
up,
definitely,
Peachy?
definitely.
What it do,
Thank you
Peachy?
so
Hey,
much.
hey, Stein. I'm from
That's
Houston,
my picture.
Atlanta tonight. Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Baby, that's all I do on every picture. I don't know what it stands for. I don't know
For
what it
real?
means. I
Oh,
just
yeah. So I guess your energy made me do that because I've been constantly like this. I'm like, why I keep doing that?
that's me. That's
Yeah,
Peachy.
it's you. Oh, yeah, it's you.
Yeah,
Because
that's me
normally I'm
all day
like
long.
this. You know what I mean? Yeah, so
ATL, baby,
love.
ATL.
Hey, what's happening? Thank you for having me on tonight, Peachy.
Yes, you are so welcome, and thank you for joining. Once I heard about you and your story, I ain't gonna even front. Okay, I'm not gonna front whatsoever. Let me tell y'all how I met this man. Okay, y'all know
Yeah.
one thing about Miss Peachy, I keep it 100. So shout out to Miss Tiffany. Tiffany, her kids go to school with my kids. And she
Yeah.
knows about what I do over here on Peachy Tea Time. She's always introducing me to different people that is like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And when I say, oh, sometimes you just gotta act right. You gotta be on your P's and Q's. Be like, okay, I don't know who's coming
Yeah.
next. But baby, when she introduced me to Keith, I said, Keith gotta be related to me somewhere down the line. Like, he is just as laid back, cool, funny as hell, just like me. Just like me.
For sure.
But
Yeah.
he also out here putting in that work, okay? So
Yeah,
that's one
every
of the
day.
most amazing things about Keith. So Keith, please let us know. Let us know all about you. I know you can't put it all in about 5 minutes, but tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, well, the first question is, can y'all see my shirt?
Yes, we can.
All
I'm a
right,
father
so
first.
I'm I'm the founder of I'm the Father First. And it just really came from me going through a divorce. I'm an Atlanta bred brother, born and raised here. But literally, my organization came from going through a divorce from my kid's mom and being a day to day dad, and then now having to drive 5 hours to go see them. And, over the last 12 years, I've really spent my whole life trying to see how to help young men identify with themselves. I've been really spending my whole life trying to create programming and resources for fathers to get active in their children's lives. Because a lot of times, the court systems hold them back from being there for their kids. A
Hmm.
lot of times, the mama hold them back because of the things that they went through, the mother and the father. So it's not placing blame on the woman. It's just really saying we've allowed, you know how we say, don't play yourself out the streets. We
Yes.
playing ourselves out of our families. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? And for me, I ain't going for that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a brother from Atlanta that was always smart, was always ambitious, but I didn't realize how under equipped I was. You know what I'm saying? So I went out here, got shot a couple times from doing my street activity, went to prison, and then in the meantime got married, but then nowhere near have the tools to sustain that marriage. So I grew a love for ex-offenders.
How long was you married?
6 years, right? Well, four. Going into 5 is when we separated, and the divorce happened going at 6.
Going to the
So
6 years.
yeah, and I realized later on that was when I was like 25 through 30. I realized later on what happens is that 5 years is that crux. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And they always say if you can make it out of 5, you can stay alive. You know what I
Stay
mean?
alive. Make it or break it, baby. Make it or break it.
But I didn't realize at that age. All I knew was this is my wife. She's supposed to follow me. I didn't realize how bad I was leading. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, so for me, my organization, like you said, who am I? I'm a brother that's been in prison. I've been shot twice, but I've spent so much time in my life just helping people. You know what I mean? Fathers mainly, but I just love my black people. You know what I'm saying?
We
Black,
love
black,
us.
black, 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 black.
You
You know what I'm
love
saying?
us. I
Like
love
I'm
us so
I'm
much.
I'm all about us. So for me, I would say, I've raised a lot of money. That's one thing people like to hear about. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, I've just overcome some bullshit that I didn't know I could do. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
All right. Well,
Like,
hold on. Hold
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Hold
go
on.
ahead. Bring
You
us
know,
in.
one
Bring
thing
us
about,
in.
yeah, I'm going to bring us in. You know, one thing about Peachy Tea Tyme, let me tell you, it's like a book. We got to
Yes,
start with
ma'am.
the beginning, the middle, and the end. And
I
why do
feel
we
you.
do that? So we don't have too many questions.
I
You know, you
feel
going to
you.
have folks like, oh, how this happened? How this happened? We're going to start from the beginning, the middle, and the
Mm.
end. So
Okay, bring it on back. Let's sit on back.
your
Let's sit on back.
foundation is called I'm a Father First. So that lets
Yes.
us know that you are a father. Okay. So you told us
Official.
that you got married. Okay. You got married. Now you got 3 kids.
Yes, ma'am. 3 kids. I got 2 boys and one daughter.
Okay. And are all your kids by the same person?
Yeah, no, I was married, and my oldest 2 are by my ex-wife, and then my youngest one is by Jack Daniels. Hey,
I
Jack
told
came
y'all he
in and he
funny.
said, "Let me give you one more.
I
Let me give you one more."
told
But
y'all
my
he was
son
funny. I
King
tried to tell
is,
y'all.
yeah, my smallest baby is so smart and so intelligent. I tell you, Jack Daniels in the liquor store and all these people, they work together.
They work together.
Yeah, yeah, they work together like this.
With you. I came with you. Anyways, anyways. So you got 3 kids. And you
Yes,
said
ma'am.
that your ex-wife now moved away.
No, my
She the one
ex-wife,
that
she
moved
was
away?
here, and then once we got separated because I was not what she needed, she moved back to Mississippi because she's from Mississippi. I'm
Okay.
from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. So that was the 5-hour commute.
Yeah, that was a 5-hour commute.
And
And
how
look,
how
Rocky,
long? How
here's my 4th child right here.
they go to 4th child.
Yeah,
Hey, boo, how you doing?
Rocky, like, what's that? Yeah, let Rocky go. Let go on you.
All
Yeah,
right, Rocky.
yeah. Now,
Bye.
tell him to help you, man. Tell him to get your stuff. Yeah, we over here right now about to set up the world's most famous concessions company. So I
Okay,
got my
well, we
young
gonna
men
talk
that I
about that
mentor over
too.
here doing stuff.
We gonna talk about that too. Now,
Yeah.
your commute, because you said your commute was what made you start your nonprofit organization. How
Oh
often
yeah.
was you going taking this 5-hour drive?
Mainly it was like spring break. It was like
Okay,
Thanksgiving, Christmas. But
yeah.
one time, when I went down there to pick up my kids, I got a gun pulled on me, and
Mm,
their uncle was like, blah blah blah. We don't want you here. You know what I'm saying? So on the way back to Atlanta, I was on Facebook Live like we're talking now, and I was like, "So this just happened." And that was the start of Father First. It started with a shirt, and it came
wow.
from that 5-hour commute.
I just posted a video on my page, and I don't know if you've seen it or not. If you say you haven't seen it, then I'll go and find it. But it was on Instagram, and this guy had went to pick up his child, and the boyfriend came out all in his face, cussing at him and everything, told him don't come back on this porch no more, and that he
Yeah,
had to stay in the car and wait for his child. Did you see that video?
yeah, I did. I saw it,
Okay. How
and
do
that
you
that
feel
type of
about stuff
stuff
like that?
triggering is fuck to me.
It was triggering. It was triggering.
Yeah,
And it was similar to that situation
yeah,
with
totally.
you.
That type of shit so triggering to me. That's what I don't care about how much money I've raised, what I'm trying to do. I look at a black man trying to be a father as being ostracized from his children for whatever the hell was the indifferences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, my organization that I created is totally about helping those brothers who don't know how to deal with those situations because those end up in murder or parent isolation. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep. Exactly. And not only that, Keith, I'm gonna take it a step further.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
I show all these news broadcasts and clips on Peachy Tea Tyme, it also causes the boyfriends to murder the kids. And I
Mhm.
know you've heard and seen that all across the United States, where the boyfriends are the one that's taking out these kids. So that's another issue that's going on. So I'm happy that you guys are able to talk to these young men and help them in situations like this. Now,
Yeah.
have you had to mentor a specific child, a specific teen? I'm gonna say that a specific teen that was dealing with something like that.
Something like that is what, as far as their parent being
The
murdered
boy, yeah,
by an outside man.
a boyfriend, yeah, outside man. You would call it that.
Um, I probably have, but I would say not because I couldn't recall that. Like,
Okay.
fortunately, I haven't dealt with that. I've more so dealt with fathers who end up going to prison because they fight with the baby daddy. You know, like
Mhm.
just stuff that high vibrations don't do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, then because I have a 21 and a 19-year-old, and then an 8-year-old, I see the effects of this stuff across the board. You know what I mean? From homosexuality to early pregnancy to incarceration to death. You know, things of those nature that come from a child that's trying to find their way. So yeah, I've dealt with a lot of that, but no one as far as someone just getting murdered from it.
Okay. Okay. That's a good thing you haven't dealt with that one. Okay. So Keith, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna just throw up this clip. I was supposed to play this the very, very first clip. So I
Okay,
got
go
matter
ahead.
of
That's
fact,
right.
I'm not gonna play it right now. I'm gonna wait till commercial break. I'm gonna wait till commercial break and play it. That's what I'm gonna do. So let's get into this video right here. This is an update on Peachy Tea Tyme.
Okay.
We know that you work with a lot of kids. That
Yeah,
you
for
have
sure.
worked with a lot of kids. You are working with different kids.
Yeah,
I don't
they in
know
my
the
house now.
extent.
That's why I'm in the garage.
Oh, they're in your house now.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I don't know the extent of the family background of these kids that you've worked with. But I do want to show this clip. Again, you guys, this is an update on Peachy Tea Tyme. This was something that has been going on in Detroit, Michigan, that is. And you all have heard about it. So here we go.
Yeah.
To go into this apartment here where these three kids lived for nearly 5 years in just deplorable conditions. Feces all over the place, garbage piled high, the toilets overrunning. It's just disgusting even thinking about it. And just the fact that someone had to go in there and clean it. It's the emotional toll. But let me introduce you to Kiara Mills and her North Cleaning Service and how she was the one that went in there. Take a look.
As I was walking down the crazy stairs with all the feces, like going to the basement, it was makeup smear. I had to stop and I was looking. And then I looked around and I'm like I visualized whoever, it was the kid that did this. They were screaming for help.
32-year-old Kiara Mills, who owns North Cleaning Service, had to clean this Pontiac apartment in which three kids lived in for nearly 5 years with no parental supervision, barely enough food, and whose mother is now facing child abuse charges. You knew what you were getting into. I mean, this was a bad house.
This was bad. That's not even the word.
Kiara remembers last Saturday when she got the call to clean the place.
So all night I couldn't sleep. I'm telling my kids, I have 5 by the way. I'm telling my kids, I'm like, you guys, do you guys remember? They like, yeah. I'm like, I have to go clean that house.
It took Kiara and her uncle nearly 8 hours to clean it.
I went over the walls with all the feces on the walls. I went over the walls at least about 10 times. No over exaggeration because I had to use SOS pad that I was scraping the paint off.
Kiera didn't say how much she got paid, but it wasn't much. And the house is still not ready to move into. Would you live in that house now after you clean it?
No. And I have a good cleaning services, and I still wouldn't. The floor has to get gutted out. The memories that's holding in that house, I will forever think about it.
The emotional toll just going into this house where those 3 kids lived for years is really unthinkable. You can see over here, there is still a cease and desist sticker on the home from the Pontiac Building Department, meaning that by law, nobody can live into this house. All the appliances had to be taken out. The floor still needs fixing. There's still plenty to do over here. Now, a little update on the mother who's in the Oakland County Jail right now on a $250 million bond, facing 3 counts of felony child abuse. She'll be in court on March 4th. That's the next time she'll be in court. And as far as Kiera Mills, the person that to clean this place, well, apparently she's one of the most popular cleaners around. She posted a little bit on Facebook, and she's got about a couple of million views. And she says she's booked up for weeks into the future. I am live and I'm in Pontiac. I'll send it back to you.
With those conditions, we know that some county workers even had to use hazmat suits to go in there and bring things out. Why wasn't the place condemned? And do we even know how the health of the children at this point, how they're doing?
Well, a couple things. First of all, the hazmat from the Oakland County Sheriff's Department, they went in there with hazmats. Kiera actually went in there. She said that she had all kinds of masks and things. We saw a little video there, but it was very difficult for her. She had a bunch of gloves and things when she was in there as well. So that's one thing. As far as the kids are safe right now. They're living with family members, and we understand that they are okay, at least physically okay. Mentally, we just don't know. I sense that we'll get a little more information about the mother and the relationship and just what happened at this place at the preliminary exam, which probably it's set for the end of March. I have a feeling it's going to be adjourned. It's the first time up. But again, there's still a lot more questions to be answered about why a mother could do this, and not 1, 2, 3 years, but almost 5 years here, dropping food off and then and just abandoning these kids. Right. It's almost unthinkable. But to get in there, I don't know. Kiera, I don't know. She's got to be something special to do that.
Yeah,
we'll follow the story for sure.
Well, and what we saw and what we heard happen in there, it seems like that place does need to be condemned or at least taken down to the studs, renovated, because it'll be interesting to see who would want to live in that place after that. Charlie, thanks.
Okay, hey,
Keith, that's why I needed you here. Look, I just been talking and talking. It was on mute the whole time. One list looking at the comments. They in the comments, no sound, can't hear you.
oh
And then
yeah,
Keith
yeah, I
pops
can.
up.
You
You can't
talk
hear me.
good though.
Look, I said that's why he ain't come right back, because he couldn't hear me talking.
Mm.
So, but what I was saying was, I'm sorry. Hey, Josette. Thank you, Josette. Thank you, Stephanie. Hey, Kimberly. What I was saying was, this is so unfortunate for these kids. I don't feel like they're safe. I don't feel like they're safe at all. I don't care if they are with family. These kids been gone for 5 years in the home by themselves, and none of them damn family members came to check on them. None of them family members said, well, we need to see what's going on over here. Let's go break down this door. Let's go knock on the door. Let's go look at these windows. Let's beat this mama ass until she say where these kids is at. So, as far as I'm concerned, y'all talking about some they with family, they ain't safe. Them folks just want some money right about now. Keith, how you feel about this story in Detroit?
Well, I mean, I really couldn't hear it tell you, so I don't want to lie to you.
You never heard this? You never heard about
Nah,
this story?
I didn't hear about it, and I couldn't really hear it.
Oh, you couldn't really hear it. Okay, this is about the kids in Detroit. They was found inside of their home, and their mom would just come and drop off food. Their ages was 15, 12, and 13. And they have been living in this house for almost 5 years amongst themselves. That's it. They have not seen their mama in almost 5 years. They have not seen their daddy in almost 5 years. The daddy
Yes.
talking about he ain't know what was going on. He ain't know that these kids was over there by themselves for 5 years. I got a problem with that. Yeah, that's some funny ass shit, ain't it? I got a
you know
problem
we
with
can't go for that one.
it. Exactly. Like
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
some
way
bullshit.
that
I
you been
mean,
gone.
what I tell you without knowing the story, because for anyone listening, I don't ever want to be insensitive to a person's story.
Hmm.
But we deal with that type of stupid stuff all the time, right? Where people are saying they don't know what's going on. If you don't know, like, if I ain't talking to my kid in a couple hours, I know what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
My son is in here right now with a couple of my mentees. So I'm not saying everyone is going to be a mentor. Everyone is going to be someone hands on. But the main thing is it starts with the parenting. You know, I'm 44, about to be 45, and I deal with a lot of people that are like 10, 12 years younger than me. And they don't have a lot of sense a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like their children are 8, you know, they're 32. You know what I'm saying? They had a kid in their early 20s type vibe. And the kids suffer. So as far as that, I couldn't hear it. But my condolences and my prayers go out to that family. But my biggest thing is like we gotta be more accountable out here. You know what I'm saying? People gotta be okay with getting checked. You know, like a lot of times, like what I've learned in our community, you gotta be okay with being wrong. You gotta be okay with
Yeah.
being corrected. A lot of our people don't want to be corrected. And it be the lowest people. Like it being real, right? It be the lowest folks who ain't got no house, no business, and they really got their own mind on what the hell is going on. And that stuff be all the way off. So for me, you know, when I hear about children who've lost their lives due to negligent parenting, I say, when are we gonna step up? When are we gonna really step up? You know, it's funny to me as I talk, I hear why people like a person like Charleston White. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like these are people who we never heard of just what 2, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
And then, well, the reason they become famous is because they say what the hell is real. So I thank you for your platform
Thank
because
you.
we can drink some wine, we can smoke one, we can cuss.
Well,
Because
no, we can't smoke one. We can smoke
I mean, whatever
cigarettes.
you want to do, I'm just saying. Whatever you want to do, I'm just saying. It's like you got to be okay being what's going on for real.
Exactly.
Because like people out here dying. So for me, you know, when I got my young men in there, they waiting on me to get off this so we can make food and breakfast in the morning. That ain't how the hell I pay
Mhm.
for my goddamn life. But I gotta do that because I know what's right. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Ain't nothing that happened at that trenches where you met me at. Ain't nothing, you know, where we linked up at. Ain't nothing that happened in none of that community service like we're gonna provide for me.
Yep.
But I do it because in 20 years, I want them to be able to provide for someone else, including themselves, with that knowledge. So
Exactly.
yeah, what I think about that Detroit situation, I couldn't hear it, but I just think we need better parenting. I think we need more
Definitely.
accountability. People got to be real about what's going on.
And the sad part about it is, I've been following this story for a minute now. And I showed a clip of one of the organizations there in Detroit, and they say that this is something that always occurs. It's always parents leaving their kids, their very young teenage kids, in a home amongst themselves to fend for themselves. These kids ain't been
Yeah,
to
right.
school in 5 years. The school failed them. Child protective services, even if they didn't even know, damn it, y'all failed them too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
nah, for sure.
definitely. You know, the fathers, I feel like y'all failed them too. You know, you
Yeah. The
can't just
fathers,
say,
the
oh,
mothers,
because they're
everybody's
not
failing each
together.
other.
Yeah, you can't say just because
Everybody's
they're not
failing each
together.
other and blaming each other, all in the same walk. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly. And that's one of the things that I admire that you did say, Keith, was that you can't put the blame on the moms all the time. Now, in this case, hell yeah, I'm blaming her. I'm blaming her all day long in this case. I'm sorry. Because these kids was in her custody.
Yeah.
But I also blame the father because why haven't you been willing to see and go tear that door down about your damn child? Why you don't
Yeah.
care about where your child is at in 5 years?
Yeah. Yeah. When a person say they don't know what their child doing in 5 years, we know he lying. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
so I don't know if it's the media. 'Cause I work with the media a lot. The media spin shit. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
I
Exactly.
can't say that that's what happened. So like you said, I love now see why you say allegedly, because I don't know what the hell them folk went through in Detroit.
We
I
don't
know
know.
what we going through right here in Atlanta,
There
but
you
I
go.
just also know that like you said, the mother and father hold dual accountability. Because what the hell be going on? You know, folks just really let each other go to the wayside. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then we'll blame each other. And they're like, "Are you serious?" So
I
yeah,
still I still do feel that. And I could be wrong. But one thing over here at Peachy Tea Time, I'm gonna say how I feel regardless. If y'all
yes,
want to say
ma'am.
how y'all feel, y'all get y'all platform. Y'all can say what y'all want to say too. But I feel like a lot of these mamas, they done had these kids at these very, very young ages.
Yeah, fact.
And the minute they very first woman, get to about 13, 14 years old, they out the door. You gonna have to watch the rest of these kids. I'm gone. I missed out because of your ass. So therefore, you keep them, and I'm finna go. Unfortunately, your daddy don't want to be
Yeah,
around, so I'm out here in these streets too.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I
Nah,
could
I
be
mean,
wrong
like I heard somebody say, "Are they in school?" You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what somebody said in the
in
line.
the comments.
It's
Yep,
like it's so sad that we don't really know
they
what
did
people
not
be
go to
doing.
school.
So that's why we need more accountability. You know, it's like, and here in Atlanta, they have well across the nation we're having a problem with police brutality and police killings, right?
Hmm.
Like we need more community policing because to say that they go to school, shit, I say, did you check? Not to that person who's on here, you know, that's
Hmm.
not to that person, but that's what it triggers my brain to think. Like, shit, did you pull up? Because I know I got gonna go drive somewhere and do whatever I gotta do to help somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to help another young black man. So for me, a lot of time people place judgment on stuff they ain't never really stepped into. And again, I'm not talking to the person who said it. Let me
Yeah,
see.
did they go to school?
Somebody's on here, and I'm not talking to that person. I'm just saying to us as leaders, who gonna step in and make sure these young men and women have an opportunity to actually live in a righteous way? You know what I mean? Everybody just want to move around and say what somebody they ain't did.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you seen how it was when we was at the trenches. All them boys, every one of them young men had done did 8 year, 15 year, 18 years in prison.
Yes,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And they doing it, and they're not
And we
making
had Prophet on
excuses.
the show too,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
from the
And
trenches.
profit
Yep,
for him to be having done it 15 years and still show up the way he do.
exactly.
These niggas ain't built like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I've been so happy to be a part of a real nigga culture. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Where
Yep.
so many brothers like, well, we ain't waiting on nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like what Rashad said, shot with the brother man, not the other man. You know
There
what I'm
you
saying?
go. There you go.
Yeah, so go ahead, run the play.
Now,
Tell me what you got.
what if, and I'm just keeping it 100. What
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
got people, because we all know these kids is bad out here in these streets.
Yeah,
Okay.
they bad as
These
fuck.
toting these, we call them mouse tools over here. They toting these
Call
mouse
them what? What you
tools,
call them?
mouse tools.
What you call them?
We call them mouse tools. like
Mouse
on the
tools.
Disney,
What does that mean?
your tool,
The
your
what now? I'm
gun,
sorry.
your gun.
Oh, okay, your tool.
Yes, we call them a mouse tool though. So we got all these kids toting these mouse tools with them everywhere that they go. They disrespectful. They cussing. They don't care about if it's a grown person around or not. They will cuss your ass out clean, fast, and
Fact.
in a hurry. So you got some adults that's afraid to even approach these type of kids.
Yeah, they
How do you
scared of that.
approach
How do I approach them? Well, it's just like my partner. My partner texting me right now, and he only 26. You know what I'm saying? He texting me like, watch the N word, watch the cussing, watch the drinking. So
it?
thank you, Tim. Love you.
Thank
But
you.
but you know what I'm saying? For me, how I approach him is 100. Because like my boy Maud right here, Maud, tell him what's
Hey,
happening. They said, how do I
man.
approach him? They said, how do I approach young people?
Approaching man trying to make a change. And he see how people look at everybody like my age. So he approached me knowing like approaching me how I'm saying. Approach me with the good energy,
Yeah.
motivation. I approach me motivational and most what make me feel good. Make me want to go do something, make a change. I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be different.
So
Hey,
like we've been
man.
together since like
Yes.
12 earlier today. You know what I'm saying? So what I know oh somebody gave a clap. They gave a clap for you, man. They said clap, clap, clap. I said, how they do that? What that was?
That's my hand claps.
Oh, that was you. That was you. I
Oh
was like,
yes,
that's the
that's me.
technology.
We
You know
do
what I'm
big
saying?
things over here on Peachy Tea Tyme.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like, man, how I pro folk, like my brother Alfred, what I bet you? You 40? How old are you now? 37. And how old did I meet you when you were? 21. And he
Wow.
had just came home from doing how many years in prison? He did 5. And back
Wow.
then I was doing landscaping. So how I approached him is opportunity, the same thing I prayed for. You know what I'm saying? Me
Mm,
and Alfred, man, when he came home from prison, his auntie was like, I need you to meet my nephew. You know what I'm saying? Cause Cheese was your brother or your cousin? Yeah, Cheese was his cousin. He looked just like his cousin. Cause we were the same age.
mm,
And he got murdered back in probably what, '07? What year was Oh, 4. Yeah, so Cheese got murdered when I was in prison. That what it was. He got murdered because I'm an ex-offender. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
I've been shot twice. I've been to prison. So I talk to him the way I want somebody to talk to me. You know what
Exactly.
I mean?
Exactly.
Like, so
Exactly.
so it's hard because when you doing stuff, you really don't care about how people position it. You know what I'm saying? Because I love stuff like when my bro came home from prison. We just started cutting grasses. I had some contracts, I was doing
Mm,
landscaping. So we are back doing landscaping again. I've been doing it for a couple of years, and we hiring kids. It's March now. By the time May come, you're gonna see so many young black men running around here cutting grasses, selling juices. Like we cooking food. We cooking croissant sandwiches and stuff. 'Cause in the morning, and we
mm-hmm.
selling sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? So how I approach them
What's up?
is the same way I want a person to approach me, man. So many people judge. Oh, it was some oil right there. Yeah, we have something. We need to go get some. We gotta get some. Like literally, I've been on a meeting today with the Parks and Recs commissioner, with the mayor's office, and I'm running around with Mud and my family.
Yeah.
Like I don't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care
Mm-hmm.
about nobody position or title because I see too many young black men being buried. I've spoke at 3 funerals in the past 90 days.
Yeah.
Never signed up for that, Peach. I never signed up to be a eulogy giver. You know what I'm saying? I never want to give a eulogy for a black man. But unfortunately, I've been signed up for that and I've been called for that. And because I do that, people want to tell you how you should be, how you should act. Man, I don't care about none of that. Because they ain't going to be here when my children need some. And I'm talking about my biological and my adopted. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So really, like, what I've learned, Peachy, the brokest, most down and out people care about stuff that the wealthiest don't.
There you
Because
go.
people like Trump and all them, they just want to see
Mm-hmm.
something happen by some money, man.
So they
Yep.
don't care. They don't really don't care if you're black, white, or if you got a felony, if you carry a pistol. They don't care about that. It's only poor people that care about that, man. It's only poor Negroes that care about somebody's past and they hold that over them and dangle them over them. You know what I'm
Over their
saying?
head. Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
so how I approach them with love, to answer your question, with love, with respect, and with the same shit I wish somebody came at me with. No
Now,
fluff, no fluff.
exactly. Now, out of all the kids that you've worked with, have there been some that just wasn't feeling your energy? They may have
Oh
came
yeah.
around for a little while and be like, "Man, I'm out of here." He don't know what he's talking about. I'm gone, and you ain't never see him no more.
Yeah, I'm sure, but I don't remember them either, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that happens with grown men too.
Mm-hmm.
Grown men are some of the most emotional creatures out here. And I
Grown
see
men.
why a lot of time women really just be like, Keith, man, why this man don't act like that? Cause he tender dick. Yeah. Like they don't want to hear it, but he tender. He tender. And everything he say, he takes it against him. But what the
Mhm.
reality is, you got young men and you got women that are waiting for a man to stand up. They're not looking for this tender person. I guess I can't keep saying it. And I can't wait till my political career is over so I can really talk about it. But I'm gonna talk about it anyway because I really don't care about none of this, the conformities of what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because I deal with people. I'm bearing children. So until a person help a mama who getting evicted and they help bear a child, or they
Mm,
raise $1 million and give it back to the hood, they can't sit next to me for real. Like just
exactly.
honestly speaking. So I just think so many men are hurt, so many women are feeling abandoned. We need love. We need this. We need these conversations. So again,
Mhm.
thank you for doing this because the professionalism you've shown and the
Thank
execution,
you.
it don't happen like that. You know what I'm
Thank
saying? These folks run around here and tiptoe around the real topics and subjects, and children are dying.
you. Yeah.
And until
I
you
feel
get out
like
here in
when
the
you
field with
know,
me, I can't go for it.
I feel like when you know you're covered, when you know God got you, no matter what, you go out here, and especially if you're doing the right thing, you
Yeah,
go out here and do whatever you got to do. Whatever you
yeah.
got to do. Now, you did mention that you had raised a millie. A millie, a millie, a millie, a
Nah, it was a
millie.
couple of them. It was a couple of them.
A couple
But
milli, a
go ahead. It was
milli,
a
a milli,
question.
a milli.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah,
are
yeah.
going to talk about that when we come back from our commercial break. Okay.
Okay.
We do have
Yes,
a
ma'am.
commercial break right quick. But when we come back, y'all, this man right here raised over $2 million. Okay. And he is going to talk about that and what he did with that 2 million just as well, baby. Because he did some good things out here in this community and out here in these ATL streets. So let's go ahead.
300,000 meals. All right.
Woo!
300,000 meals in the trenches.
Yeah, give us some. We gotta wait to get
Every
that.
day. Not someday, every
But
day.
first, y'all, this is an every day. But we finna hear more about it when he come back, okay? But before we get into this commercial break, y'all, rest in peace. I did cover the story over the weekend. We all woke up and like unbelievable. We could not believe that Angie Stone is no longer with us.
Yeah,
So
man.
again, my heart goes out to her.
Yeah.
We love Angie Stone. If you want to
Facts.
see my video that I covered on it, just go ahead, go to YouTube, go to Roku TV. You'll see the picture of Angie Stone. Click on it, and you'll see what I covered. But I did not show any news broadcasting clips because we didn't have any at the time. So let's check this news broadcasting clip out and going straight into our commercial. Here we go.
Reflecting on the life and the career, R&B soul sensation Angie Stone. News of the Grammy-nominated singer's death in a car crash early Saturday has left many stunned across the music industry and, of course, the fans. Fox 5's Joy Dukes is at Atlanta City Winery with more.
Yeah, Angie Stone dazzled a crowd here at City Winery around this time last year. She also lived in Metro Atlanta and touched many lives over the years. We spoke with a friend and local radio host who remembers her charismatic personality and powerful voice.
Her legacy is that we all love Angie Stone because she loved us.
A beloved entertainer credited with helping pioneer the neo-soul music genre and writing some of its biggest hits.
She was a pure singer, and we remember her from the sequence, Be Angie B, the rapper.
Angie Stone's talent and temperament are what people who knew her say they'll miss most.
Probably the nicest person you would ever want to meet.
Stone was tragically killed in an early morning car crash Saturday. The R&B soul singer, her band, and backup dancers were all traveling back from a show in Montgomery, Alabama, when the Sprinter they were in overturned. Officials say she was the only fatality in the crash.
I was saddened, just so saddened to hear the news.
Longtime WAOK radio host Derek Bozeman says he remembers his first time meeting Stone at an event in Atlanta more than 20 years ago.
And what you got with Angie Stone was she just was authentically a good person.
He described the 63-year-old singer-songwriter who penned hits like Wish I Didn't Love You Anymore and Brother as funny, charismatic, and reserved off stage, and a powerhouse performer when she stepped in front of the mic.
Her soul and heart and soul is in the music.
While Bozeman tells Fox 5 getting the call about Stone's death hit heavy, he was glad to know she was still doing what she loved in her last days.
It was good to see that even while she made her transition, she was going to do what she loved the best, and that is perform down in Montgomery. And so I'm glad the people who got to see her the night before the accident got to see a great show.
Now, there's no word on funeral arrangements for Stone, but we do know there are several radio stations in the Atlanta area that will likely be preparing tributes for her in the coming week. In Atlanta, Joy Dukes, Fox 5 News.
Yeah, her legacy will.
Hey y'all, it's your girl the Missus. The Missus with the kisses, baby. Mwah. Or you can just call me Miss Peachy. That's all good too. Look, welcome to Peachy Tea Tyme. And it's Monday where I'm solo dolo. Yes, solo dolo. Unless I have a special guest. But y'all make sure y'all tune in each and every Monday, okay? Each and every Monday, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. And don't forget to watch the other shows too. On Wednesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and on Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much, but we got to head on back to this show, okay? Make sure y'all continue to watch this show. Bye. We are back in the building, baby. So Keith had to step away for a second. I could just see him die. Oh, he back. He magically appeared. Like the Lucky Charm.
I ain't disappeared nowhere. I'm right here.
Look, he's
We
all
we
right here,
working,
baby.
man. Tell them to order a breakfast sandwich with us.
Y'all order
Breakfast
a
sandwiches and
breakfast
lunches
sandwich.
and dinners, man.
Lunches and dinners. Now, will you guys be selling it at the trenches? At the
What's that about the trenches?
I said y'all will be selling the breakfasts at the
Oh yeah,
trenches.
man. We at City Hall. We at your local YMCA. We at your
Oh, you
local school.
everywhere.
Yeah, man. I'm tapped in.
That's what
I'm
I'm talking.
tapped. Yeah, the trenches. But we going
That's what
through
I'm
where
talking
our
about.
brothers at for
Y'all gonna be
sure.
seeing a lot of me
Oh yeah,
and
you gonna be seeing a lot of men. They looking like Alfred. They C4 when you playing. You know what I'm saying? We is
giving
not
them something to
playing.
do.
No
And
shrimps or wimps.
exactly. And when I came to the studio, I mean to the
Yes, ma'am.
trenches, you guys got them. They got sewing machines. Sewing
Oh
machines.
yeah, but we had like what 10 of them that day.
Yeah, tell
We
tell everybody a little bit
we
about that.
brought another 10 of them out last weekend.
Wow.
Yeah,
So tell them about the sewing machines and what you guys
yeah. So
plan on doing with that.
the trenches is one of our brothers. You know, he went viral. Wendy Williams promoted his brand. But most importantly, before I go into him, his his partner is my brother Ken Collier. Shout out to Ken Collier.
Shout out to
His son,
Ken.
Lil Fat
Yeah.
Ken Jr. He was murdered a couple of weeks ago, and that was my boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he passed away. His father had already been working on this building in East Point where you came. And to speak business wise, he been spending 1,500 a month the whole time. So if you add it up time 24 months, do whatever your math look like. But
Wow.
when his son passed away, he just said, "Man, I can't let this building sit and continue to repair and renovate it. I got to go to work." You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So his son was murdered. I don't know the date, but within 2 weeks, within 4 weeks, we had buried him. God forbid that happened to anyone. And we had opened up the trenches global. Well, they had opened up the trenches global. I'm just a little vessel. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm gonna make sure I bring my news people. I'm gonna make sure I bring my partners. Like Maud came. So Maud, tell them what you felt about the trenches the first time, real quick. And just real quick, I want to tell them about the people getting killed. But we y'all spirit there.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
So you was
Uh,
there that day when I was there?
Yeah, yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so my experience, what I really got from it, I see, cause like they said, it's a lot of people in there that have been in prison for a long, long time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like they throughout all that time they learn and learn and learn, like they want to come back and do something different. Cause like one of the guys, he was in there, he was telling her like how he started his clothing brand while he was in jail,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and he said he wanted to come back and just show her how to do it. And then they also gave her opportunity to come out there and learn stuff for free. Not only can you learn stuff, but for free. Different type of thing. Like I got podcast, clothing, videos, photography, and then like they teaching a lot of young people, young like at young ages. So it really made me feel good though. Like it's another motivation.
And how old are you?
19.
19 years old. Okay, okay. Now,
And I've been on Keith since I was in what, sixth grade? It's
sixth
like
grade?
8 years. About eight,
Okay.
six, about 8, 9 years.
Now, was you in trouble? And that's how
No
you
man.
ended up? You wasn't in
No man.
trouble.
He when we first met, when we first met, he was starting the football thing, and I
Mm-hmm.
was kind of into football, so that was another thing. So like he on, and then said then like he came and got me, and then we been locked ever since.
So you weren't one of them trouble kids.
Nah, I ain't
Okay.
no troublemaker.
You
I done got in
said
trouble,
I
but
ain't no
I ain't no
troublemaker.
troublemaker.
You ain't no troublemaker. Okay, okay. So now, do you live with your parents?
What you say?
You live with your parents?
Yes, my mama and my dad.
Your mama and your daddy? Hold on, hold on, hold on. I feel a round of applause in the building for you. He said he lived with his mama and his daddy. That is so wonderful. Keith is not just helping kids that is troubled teens or kids that don't have a father. He's helping both kids that
Yeah.
don't have a father in their life and kids that do have fathers and do have parents in their life.
And
That's
listen,
amazing.
oh sorry.
Go ahead.
I was finna say, and it'd be a good, because a lot of people thought that's what a lot of people thought with me. Like my father wasn't in my life or nothing like that, but
Hmm.
it's not even that. It's just the extra help. Like it just the next man want to see the next man win, and that's how I really
Exactly.
kind of looked at it.
Exactly. Now, have you told your friends about Keith? Like, is
Yeah,
it
one of
just you
my
only?
he used to
Or you
work at.
keeping Keith to yourself?
Oh no, one of my he used to work at my old school, so a lot of my old friends do know him. But I done brought a couple of them, like know my friends around, try to get them
Awesome.
into that. Cause a lot of my friends didn't grow up with mama and the dad. It was
Mhm.
always mama or grandmama. So
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
I try to let him help out with them too.
That's what's up. Well, I am definitely proud of you. I really am. I do hope you go even further. in life, and especially with kids by your side and your parents by your side just as well. You seem like you're a very, very good young man. You got your head on straight. And anytime you want to come back and kick it with me on Peachy Tea Time, you can go
Yeah.
over these clips with me. You can just let Keith know, and then baby, I'll bring you right back up here, okay?
All right, no
We can
problem.
do
And
a
I have
full
no
show.
problem with coming back up here.
All right, all
All
right,
right.
all right. You take care.
Same to you.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, real life.
Yeah, he cool. He cool.
Yeah, you got two of my little bro, my nephew and my little bro.
That's what's
And
up. That's
everybody ain't in trouble. That's the thing. That's what happened with the white
exactly.
folks. They think everybody been in trouble. Most
Yep.
folks just trying to make it. Folks facing eviction, folks
Hmm.
facing bill pay, affordable housing, public safety, all those catchphrases. But in
Yep.
real life, folks out here trying to figure out how to stay alive and pay the bills.
Exactly.
And most of my young men, including my children, trying to figure out how to help their parents make it. Because if
Exactly.
you work a job every day, you still can't afford it. But if you help people every day, you still can't afford it. So
Hmm.
really, unless you on some other side, you really can't afford this old life that they got all gonna put in front of us.
Exactly. Now tell us about this 2 million that you got donated to you. What did you do with the money?
300,000 meals. It was a million donated, but we raised another about a couple 100,000, 500,000 or whatever it was. But it was like 1.5 given directly, and it was about another five given in sweat equity. We hired
Mhm.
41 people.
Wow.
So a lot of my young men that were like my mentees. So imagine this. Imagine being in 12th grade, 11th grade, and you getting your haircut, you getting mentorship, you getting Mr. Keith coming out there helping you with football and basketball, but then all of a sudden Mr. Keith get a bag and he hire you and pay you $600 a week and give you a scholarship to go to college. You know what I'm saying? But that
Wow.
was just one part. Like we really just the money was literally to feed families. So like I
Okay.
said, we fed about 300,000 meals of love. We created a programming called Meals of Love, and it was during the pandemic. So like I always tell people, imagine yourself with a mask on. You had to put hand sanitizer on every few moments, and you had to pull up the people you didn't know and hope they didn't contract you with a air disease that will kill your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yep.
So literally, we help families. Like when you order DoorDash pizza, how much it costs if you order DoorDash?
Ugh. An arm and a leg. So on that, at the store, at the restaurant, it could probably be about $5, $10. But with DoorDash, you paying about $30.
Exactly. So it like at least a 200-300% spiker. So I
Wow.
tell people, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I tell Rocker, come here. I tell people it's all about how much would you have spent if you were the one having to order these meals, right? And like literally, I got three children. They order DoorDash. I don't. I'm cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm cooking rice. We did some chicken and some. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get older and you care about your money, you ain't cook. You ain't ordering DoorDash like that.
Exactly.
And but what we did with the money, we fed so many people. We gave scholarships. Man, it was families that wouldn't have been able to eat. Like I don't know nobody else that would be honest, but
Mhm.
without some support, I wouldn't be able to eat every day. And that support can be a client. Support can be a
Exactly.
grant. It can be a person that give me $2 million, right? But
Hmm.
it literally, without some support, without one hand washing the other, both hand wash the face, I don't eat some days.
So how
I
did
eat
you
every
find
day
these
because I've
families?
given. Huh?
How did you find these families to go out and
Oh yeah,
feed?
yeah, yeah. Nah, that was a good question. You saw on it. Like literally, we were working with Best. Like I said, I was working with Shamad and other kids at Best Academy. So what happened was when the pandemic hit and people were trying to figure out what they were gonna do to live, I was like, okay, we gotta feed some families. So I wrote a curriculum called The New Norm, the desensitization of the black family.
Hmm.
And so basically I was looking to sell it to schools and APS. So
Oh
during that
wow.
time, I was calling principals or the social workers, whoever I had access to.
Hmm.
The goal was for them to just give me some families.
Hmm.
Because in my mind, if I could feed them through the pandemic, and I can actually sell the curriculum to the school. Now we rocking. But
Mhm.
literally, things changed so fast. So the schools gave us 5 families per school, all on the west side, from Cleveland Avenue of Atlanta up to Bankhead, where Martin and my son was at Best
Okay.
Academy. But like, man, we got the families from them. But what happened was the pandemic was spreading so fast. People were so scared because if you remember, people were dying, man.
They
Like,
was.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Negroes was dropping.
They
So,
sure
that's
was.
a whole, and that's the thing, man. I got a whole another topic. We gotta have a conspiracy theory podcast about that.
And we gotta have
But
part two. We can have a part two.
we got to, cause you can't tell me all my people was dying, but y'all don't have money and stuff for us, but y'all give us PPP, y'all give us stimulus, all this whole weirdo stuff. So me, I just I just see a problem and I touch it. And I see how can I help my people, my black brothers and sisters, man. But we got the family from Atlanta Public School, and it was disheartening, man. Because when we think about it now, five, there's gonna be some. It ain't gonna hit Peachy until 30 years later. Okay, you know that, right?
Exactly. Yep. Yep.
5 years is starting to hit, but at 1 year into it, it was just like, oh, this happened. But at 5 years, it's like I can't believe I was a part of this in a positive way.
Hmm.
In 20 years, it's gonna be Father First fed 300,000 meals. See what I'm saying? So yeah,
Wow.
like during this time, man, my thing was how do I help black families? How do I help young black men? Not just push them into sports, but how do I feed them? And how do I help them learn how to fish? You gotta
Now,
learn how to
did
fish.
you? Now, did you? Was you guys already preparing the meals before you got the money?
Oh well, no. Oh well, yeah, yes and no. A friend tagged me on Facebook and was like, at Keith Lewis, do you know families who need XYZ? And I'm like, hell yeah. So
Mhm.
I got the families from that text or that Facebook
Okay.
post by calling principals and my superintendent friend, who then connected me with the workers in the middle. Because the workers in the middle is where the magic happens because the
Exactly.
superintendent can
Exactly.
call a play, a principal can approve it, but it takes the school parent liaison, it takes
Hmm.
the guidance counselor to say, we trust Father First, we trust Keith, we're gonna let him come feed you. Because boy, ain't nobody eating everybody food.
So
So
like,
we
so
went
like.
from dropping off a few meals to getting a few meals. Yeah, like
Wow.
it was literally just from helping people to getting us a big old check that allow us to help so many people.
And that y'all
I ain't
did.
seen a nonprofit yet do it.
Ah, we ain't did it. I tell you that right now. We ain't did shit.
And nah, I ain't seen it happen yet.
I can't wait though. I know if I keep moving with Keith, baby, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Cause that's
Oh
the first
yeah,
thing he
Keith
said.
ain't
He
nothing but
said,
a
"You keep
source, but I ain't
moving with
seen
me."
nobody else do it because they ain't tapped into the reality.
Exactly.
People
Exactly.
got to
That's
focus
exactly what
on
it
what the
is.
goal is. So many people look to help themselves. But
Mm-hmm.
like when I get this type of stuff, these microphones and these food stuff, like someone else can look at this as what they call it, humble beginnings. But
Mm-hmm.
for
Begin.
us, I know this will go to this right here will go to 4 vans and 300,000 meal. We were doing 1,400 a day, and it ain't
Wow.
nothing but God. He the biggest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How
Yeah.
long did
So
y'all do it? How long?
6 months. We got
6
the
months.
funding in top of April. So like right now it's March. We got it top of April. So we probably at our what? This 2025. We had our 5 year anniversary about to come up. And literally, it went from a couple plates and a couple meals to 200,000 being put in our account every week to help families. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so literally throughout that time, we was delivering 1,400 meals a day. We hired chefs, we hired drivers, we gave our young men scholarships. You know, it was a love offering. People always, you know, look at how they did. Man, we ain't do nothing. We were just a vessel. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
it. That's it.
And we about to go back up. 'Cause I'm telling you, right now, feel like 2019 because it's
I'm
serving.
down.
Like
I'm
when
down.
you doing this all night, like when you doing this all night. Hey, it
Yes,
come back, man. Too many
it
people
definitely
trying to
comes
look
back.
cute, but they losing what's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yep.
But good thing I'm
Exactly.
just cute natural. I was just glad.
It's so crazy. Yeah, I told
Look,
y'all
Kim
Keith
gonna
was
be texting me tomorrow. Stop acting like that. but
it
nah,
is all
but
good.
shout out
It
to
is
you
all good.
for what you doing because
Thank
from the
you.
time we met, I invited you in my world like I do everybody, and you've done it with nothing but respect and honor.
Thank you.
You know, so
Thank
I
you so
thank
much.
you. So I pray that we're able to promote for another 1,000 meals a week. You know, excuse me,
I'm down,
1,400 meals a
baby.
day. I'm
I am
sorry.
down. I am down to
So
help.
we
I'm
feeding the
always
homeless people
willing
this
to
week,
help
right?
people.
Yeah, we probably get into the homeless out there. We eat some. You know what I'm saying? So we feeding the homeless, and we'd love for anybody listening to help us feed the homeless. My brother Chef all out, nephew Maud, my son who's sleeping, he finna go to work at FedEx in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I just picked up my daughter from Clark.
Okay.
Black men is outside. You know what I mean? Give us
Well,
our
and make
flowers,
sure
or
you
else
tell
I'm gonna
your
buy them
daughter
for the
I said
men.
hi.
No homo.
You hear
uh,
me? I said make sure you tell your daughter I said hi. I still remember her at the
oh yeah, yeah.
churches.
I just dropped off. I told her, I said I gotta come do my interview with Peachy. And she like, so I said,
Oh.
hey. You know, I did went, we picked her up downtown, dropped off back
Wow.
south side. Man, because the reality is if we do this with intention, without expectation, we change our nation. So
Exactly.
that's my word. I know every podcast like to hear a word. Man, inspire yourself to help somebody. You don't need a holiday. You don't need a national like type of thing. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta help
Yep.
somebody, man, and be there. Because at the end of the day, man, what God got for you, no man can stop it. But if
Nobody.
we bring
Not
in black
nobody.
men, black sisters like yourself, that's not played and manipulated, and we group economics, man, for
Yep.
you know, we all raise millions. That shit ain't no fun if I'm the only one with that story.
There you go.
It
I
ain't
agree with
no
you
fun if I'm the only
100%.
one with that story. Cause get what? They
Yep.
try to kill you. You see what
Exactly.
I'm saying? In our community, if you're the only one with a success story, you got a bullseye on your head.
There you go. He ain't lying, y'all. He is not lying. But I do have this last video that I want to play of yours. Um, y'all watch this. Keep doing his thing, baby. He doing his thing, and he on one of them other platforms where he Mr. Keith and every damn thing. Here we go.
Some of the examples of life advice, of wisdom that you share with some of these young men.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. I think is the most simple jewel you can give a person.
Keith A. Lewis Jr. and Jermaine Clark didn't know much about running a nonprofit when they first started offering free haircuts to kids in their neighborhood. But pretty soon, the organization they started, I'm a Father F1rst, had taken on a life of its own. How did the organization come to be?
Going through a divorce, you know, at a young age, I went from just being a young man trying to raise 2 kids to now being a divorced father, having to drive 5 hours to and from to have a connection. That not being there to wake my children up every morning was the most painful thing I can go through. And it made me just have to repeat the affirmation, I'm a father first.
Using their former work experience in branding, the pair created t-shirts with the motto, I'm a Father F1rst. Soon after, they teamed up with Atlanta Public Schools to start a program to provide free haircuts and mentoring to local boys, many from fatherless homes.
Because I was your typical knucklehead, always getting in trouble until they came to the school and told us that that wasn't it, that wasn't the route to go. Demetrius Marshall is an alumni of the I'm a Father F1rst program. He enlisted in the Army after working with Keith and Jermaine throughout high school. A specific lesson that I learned was don't take anything that you have for granted because there's always someone less fortunate. What are some of the examples of life advice, of wisdom that you share with some of these young men?
It's not how you start, it's how you finish, I think is the most simple jewel you can give a person. So I tell kids, the same young man that can be put out of a school 25 years ago, the same young man that could, you know, get shot twice, which I got shot twice in these city streets, can go back and help.
This past summer, after a group of young men gained a bad reputation for aggressively selling bottled water on the streets of Atlanta, I'm a Father F1rst started an entrepreneur program to teach them business skills, rebranding them with the name The Corner Boys.
Why was it that you felt the need to help start this program for them?
We just saw how they were too aggressive, so we wanted to come in, and I'm good with names, so I came up with, we're gonna call them the corner boys. You know, that's gonna make all the kids say, "What's that, Unc? What's that?" And then the branding, I mean, we had lime green shirts, so we feed them, we provide the water. I went to prison for selling drugs, and I was no good at it. I talk way too much to do that, you know. I'm a marketer. So the same way corner boys meant dope seller back in the day, it now means a kid that works with Keith and Jermaine out here selling some water.
When the pandemic struck, I'm a Father F1rst pivoted to provide free meals to the homes of the boys with whom they'd been working. Partnering with Atlanta public schools and corporate sponsors, they started feeding 400 households 5 days a week. They call the program Meals of Love.
Feeding families in Atlanta through your Meals of Love program. How'd that come about?
I call the principals and the superintendent and get permission to service their children. And then I tap in with the parent liaison to make sure we have the right families who they know are on the brink of one bill not being paid, sitting in that house and not having power or food.
This is a true grassroots organization. And it all started with I am a Father F1rst. Is that still your mantra?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the mantra is we are the village. Father F1rst is going to stay there, but it's going to trail off into so many things.
Doing God's work, Keith.
Nothing but him.
Keith, I'm so proud of you. I am absolutely proud of you. You said that you'll be 45 years old. I'm 45 already. I'll be 46 next month. And when I tell you, you are just so inspiring. A lot of people want to judge a book by its cover. And I'm just being honest. A lot of people want to judge a book by its cover. But to see your unmute button is on. You got to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I said I've been doing stuff that them folk could never read, but I got you. Hey,
Yes, you
them
know
folk
what
peon, Peachy.
I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Real talk.
Yes.
People
But
who talk about others are small minds. People who talk about things are great minds. We
there you
talk
go.
about how can we change things. We uplift each other. We edify
Yep.
each other. People try to tell you ain't humble enough. All of those weird stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
People like you walking in God's purpose. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And when you know that, boy, you don't even care what these folks thinking. And they
Nope.
sitting somewhere miserable, ready to pull the trigger on themselves when we pray for them.
That's all
Real
we can do
talk.
is pray for them. That's all we can do is pray for them.
But look,
Keith,
look what we got going on. Meals of Love. We already did 2 million with it this time. Hold on, how you make my camera work? That thing, oh, it's
I'm
heavy.
ready. I am so ready.
It's heavy. It's heavy. I couldn't even hold it up. Sunny side up, egg with a sausage, turkey that
And
is.
it look good. Look,
Man,
and it
what? It better be.
look good. He
We
said it
outside,
better
we
be.
feeding everybody and their mama and their grandmama, man, because we love black people. You feel me?
Yes, yes. Well, Keith, we have came to the end of the show. Look, Keith, y'all. Look at him. Don't that shit look good? Don't look good. Don't look good.
Meals of Love, baby.
Meals of love.
Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
There you go. And y'all, Keith, they actually was able to buy the vans when they got the money, correct? Y'all got the vans and everything.
Yeah, 4
When
of them.
y'all got the money. 4
Yeah,
vans.
4 of them.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we pumped out 400 meals a day, and 1,400, and we hired 6 men that were drivers, including my father. I love them.
wow. I know
I
that
went from the
felt
borrower
good.
to the lender because that's what the Bible said we all designed to be. It
Yep.
said be the lender, not the borrower. You know what I mean? If
I
you
always
follow your
tell
purpose,
people.
you'll never be the borrower.
I always tell people if God give me $1,000,000 or if God give me $100,000, it's not just for me. It's not just for me. It's not for me to go and spend it all on myself. You
Nah,
know,
not at
and I
all.
had
It's
and
for
I'm
us. It's
teaching
for
my
we.
kids that early just as well. Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
just for
nah.
you.
You created a platform that gives so many people a voice. So I just pray that you continue to do it, and I pray God give you the 10 time multitude, because
Thank you.
it only come from working hard and not
Yeah,
looking at left or right. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
We got dogs, and we got children waiting on us to be great.
Exactly.
So start
You
hating
hear
and be
that,
great.
Chewy?
You know what I mean?
I told my dog, you hear that, Chewy?
Chewy,
Well, Keith,
Chewy.
Y'all, we gotta get off of here because me and Keith got a couple things that we gotta chit chat about before he go and finish up everything, and I go and finish up everything. So, Keith, I always let my guests in the show. It's a must over here on Peachy Tea Tyme. But don't worry, I'm gonna tell you the question, and you just answer it.
Yes,
It's that
ma'am.
simple. But again, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on Peachy Tea Tyme. Thank you to Keith, baby. Thank you to Keith for just being an outstanding man, okay? An outstanding man. Not because he's helping people, not because he's teaching the youth or nothing like that, just because he's an outstanding man.
Man,
He's
praise
out here,
God.
he's
Thank you,
doing
Queen.
his thing. His mama raised him right, okay? His mama
And his
and his
daddy.
daddy, yep,
They
his mama
together.
and his daddy
Yeah.
raised him right, okay?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
Keith, thank you. Keep doing what you're doing out here in these streets. Keep showing these young men out here that there is another way. It is another way. So, we thank you. Now, Keith, you got to end the show. I'm gonna pull myself down, and all I do is ask that you stay on for a couple seconds after I end the broadcast. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
But what I want you
Okay.
to do, this is my
Grab them.
big
Oh, look,
question.
man. We need to grab them vegetables out of there.
Look, they say, "Come on, Miss Peachy, go. We trying to eat up over here." But no, seriously though, what I want you to do is just take the time out and talk to the youth, the young men out here that you are trying to pull in your direction, but they are steady pulling away from you. Okay? You're trying to pull them to you, but they're steady pulling away from you. And you already know what's going to go down on your side. You know, nothing but greatness. But they steady pulling away from you. So I want you to talk to those young men, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well,
y'all, thank y'all so much. I love y'all. And we are about to let Keith, baby, the founder of I'm a Father First, in this show. Here you go.
man, for sure. Thank you, Miss Peasy. So, for my young men that may not want to listen, my first word is patience, perseverance. Patience is going to allow you to go through things when you don't understand what you're going through. But the test and the trial is going to give you perseverance because you can never gain perseverance. You can never gain the fortitude to stay moving forward if you don't have patience. And then honestly, I just say want something for yourself because like the only reason Mod over here, cause he wants something for himself. I can't deal with nobody who don't want nothing for themselves, and neither will life. Life won't wait on you. Life will bury you. Life will send you to prison. Life will send you into a mental hospital. Life will take you into a place where you wish you had a Keith in your life, where you wish you had an Alfred in your life. But I was just a desire for all young men to realize there's people out here that want to see you win. Stop playing victim. Hold yourself accountable because you got to want this. You can't sit back and just watch other people and be hating on them because, boy, that ain't getting you nothing. So for me, I say live your life to the fullest of your potential. Guard your heart, protect your emotions, and stay focused on the next level. God loves you, and so do I. I'm a father first. Let go. Hey, if you need some concessions, tap in. We got all types of food because we ain't out here doing nothing but trying to win. You feel me? Love y'all, man. Love, peace, and light. Ma, what we telling them? Love y'all, man. Love y'all. Alfred, what we telling them, brother? Love y'all. Love, man. Love, gang. Peace and blessings. Love and light, man. Loyalty. Air gang. Yes, sir. Love y'all.
Time, Peachy Time. Peachy Time, Peachy Time, Peachy Time. Thank you for watching my mama show.